Good blessed Wednesday morning, April the 2nd, 2025. It's Wednesday. It's about 4:55 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say, do, or nor produce. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution, a freedom of press, a freedom of speech, a freedom to protest, a freedom to gather, a freedom to associate, long as you do it all in a peaceful manner. Now, if you're a felon, you want to check with your local law enforcement officials to see whether or not you can do any of the above mentioned as felons. If you're on probation or parole, you want to do the same thing. You don't want to violate your probation or your parole. But what I want to talk about early this morning, you see the birds even listening. They sounding the horn. They sounding the alarm. They letting you know the Bible says warning come before destruction. A lot of times people don't like the messenger and they be doomed because they don't listen to his messenger, his message rather. You see, my parents and grandparents taught me it's good to listen, even from a fool. You can tell a fool when a fool open their mouths. But I want to talk to Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County today. It don't matter what your race is. But some people say, man, he started wearing this army gear. You know why? Because it's a war going on. And some of us in special forces, we on standby. You see, in 6 more days, if people looking for a change here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, in 6 more days, if you ain't already early voted, you'll go out there and vote now because it's essential. It's important. You see, because something is happening in Charleston, Missouri, and the only way it's going to change if you change those seats in City Hall, in the City Council. You see, it's 3 people that's running, and I voted for all 3 of them. Trent Lane is running for a 2-year term in the City Council, and his opponent is Phil Halter, Halter. Trent Lane is already sitting as City Council. Then you have 2 3-year seats, I would say, up for grab. Monica Gooden, who's already a City Council lady, and Jackie Whiteside, who's already a City Councilman. Their seats is up for grab. They're running for re-election. I don't see them out here in the streets campaigning, not on the side of town that I live on. Now, it's 2 females that's also running for those 3 seats. Miss Mays, and Miss Unica. And I voted for all three of them, Trent Lane, Miss Mays, and Miss Unica. You know why I voted for them? Because I'm going to show you the person that's running against Trent Lane, Phil Haltner. I'm going to show you a video from back in April the 11th, 2023, when two young black entrepreneurs, positive individuals in the community here in Charleston, Missouri, who doors is open to blacks and whites, who put in paperwork, legal paperwork, legitimate paperwork to show that they was able to, they bought this property and they wanted to build a barbershop and a beauty salon. Two young blacks. I was at the zone committee meeting when they presented their case. And you had two felons, two black felons. It's the only two blacks that was on the zone committee, was fighting against them. Indirectly, they was throwing bricks at the glass house, finding a way not to let these two youngsters get this barbershop built from the ground with legitimate money. The two individuals that was trying to go against them in the zone committee, both of them is felons. One of them is a convicted rapist, and the other one is a convicted voter fraud. But yet they on the zone committee here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, and they was trying to fight against that. A white man in that county, that was on that zone committee spoke up. He said his grandson get his hair cut at the place that these individuals that's trying to build the barbershop from the ground, his grandson go there. He said he never had no complaint. Then this here black female that's tied with these two felons said that, well, they need to buy the lot next to them for parking. That was none of her business. She lived a block or so away from them, where they was building at. And that white man spoke up. That white man said, I don't think parking is an issue. And he asked the young couple, he said, don't people come by appointments? And they said yes. So the zone committee, in spite of these three black individuals trying to stop these two young blacks from getting their barbershop, the zone committee approved it and sent it and said it has to go be passed by city council. It went to city council and it passed. But when you see the video of Phil Haltner, when he was the city manager, the intern city manager, April the 11th, 2023, look how he treated them. He tried to snatch the papers out of their hand, call the chief of police. He know the chief of police is just like him. They try to make their own laws. And they remind me of an individual by the name of Theophilus Eugene Bull Connors in 1958. He was the commissioner of public safety. Robert Hearns is the chief of police or the director of public safety here in Charleston, Missouri. But in Birmingham, Alabama, now, you remember how Birmingham, Alabama was in 1958. Bull Connors, when they told him he couldn't do this here, they said a law, it says this. That's what Phil Haltner did the same thing. He said, damn the law. We make our own laws down here. And that's what Phil Haltner was telling these two youngsters. That's what them three blacks tried to do to them two youngsters. But God took control, and now they are able to build. I want you to see Robert Hearns, how he operates. I want you to see how Monica Gooden operates. She don't feel that we have a First Amendment right. Listen to what she said. She said, when she's saying they, she talking about blacks. They be interrupting the meetings. And she was speaking about me, Miss Mays, and Carol Coleman. Because we was the three blacks that would speak up for our community because what nobody else speaking up for. And then she said they be videoing, having it on Facebook, talking about our police. If your police is not doing right, we got a right to talk about them. If blacks ain't doing right, we got a right to talk about it. It's called the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, Monica Gooden. That's why you need to get her out the seat when you watch that video. You got to get Hearns out. You could see what he was trying to do. And you most definitely don't want to vote Phil Haltner in if he was the city manager and tried to say, damn the law to these young blacks, where the zone committee approved what he said was denied. What the city council approved, what he said denied. He's saying, damn the law. Me and Robert Hearns, we make our laws. Me, Robert Hearns, and Monica Gooden, we make the laws down here. I want y'all to take a good look at these videos that I'm finna put up. It gives you all the information to go down there and vote. If you ain't early voted, go down there and vote on the 8th of April of this month. And vote them three people in. If they don't do a change, then next time somebody else run, vote them in. But we need somebody that's going to represent the whole city, not just downtown in the white side of town. And this no disrespect for anybody, if the shoe fit wear, anybody that's not neglecting the black side of town, because the black side of town is being neglected. Y'all appoint these individuals that y'all call our leaders, convicted felons, to run these programs and make millions of dollars. Everything that go on here, the gardens, the grants for the gardens, the grant for the children's, everything is with these same individuals. And sadly to say, the NAACP is some of the same ones that try to oppress, suppress my voice in the voice of those who exercise their First Amendment rights. But I want y'all to pay close attention to this here. Go out there and vote. If you need rides, it's people that'll give you free rides. They ain't gonna be like Elon Musk in Wisconsin. They said it was okay for him to write out $1 million checks to let people vote. But see, the $1 million checks that they was giving people in Wisconsin to try to get this Republican person that was running for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, that person lost. God showed you your money wasn't worth nothing. You spent it for nothing. But pay close attention, y'all. Change this place if you want a change for everybody. Jackie Whiteside, no disrespect, but you've been in there long enough, man. You live on this side of town, and I ain't never seen you walk up and down Vine Street. Nan time I've been down here, I ain't seen you walking in the black community in the 29 years I've been down here. Monica Gooden, I ain't seen you. Phil Haltner, I ain't seen you. But we need a change. And all white people, it's not what some people say they are, and all blacks ain't what some people say they are. Because you got good whites and bad whites. You got good blacks and bad blacks. I speak up against all wrong. Peace be still.
Charleston. The city with zoning property, Lord. We trying to build this barbershop here, and they pretty much got their own rules and regulations that they want to make.
Miss Jones? I am. Hey, call chief, please.
Okay, you can call chief of
What
police.
you call the police for?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because you hung up on me, sir. And I was asking you a question about the zoning.
I told you it was declined. That's
Okay,
it. I'm sorry.
but you're gonna have to answer my question. So since you didn't know what your ordinance is, don't
Read it.
Sir,
Read it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Out
First
here.
of all,
Out.
I'm not.
Hey,
The
give me a
ordinance,
policeman.
the ordinance states, sir,
It
since you
says
don't
for
know,
non-paved,
the ordinance states, sir, on 400.051 of an R1 district, which I am, sir, that we can have a beauty shop, sir. But you just say, sir, you read it. You read it, sir. You read it. You told me you didn't. You just said it on the phone that you did, and I was recording you. So read it right here, what it says, sir, and then you tell me, no, get your book and read it, sir.
Why we didn't
read
get,
it.
Why we didn't get?
Read it, sir. We didn't.
Why
We
we
did
didn't
not.
get a?
I want you to tell me what have you had.
I've had it.
He was being disrespectful. He really
That's
was.
fine. That's fine. But either way it goes, you're gonna see me, sir. You're gonna see me. And you're gonna answer to what you said. You're gonna answer to what you said.
So why am I getting put up?
Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me?
Why? Because you're not moving.
Okay, so sir, therefore, sir, you denied me and you did not call me. Y'all did not let me know that y'all was having a meeting. I paid my money. You didn't let me know anything.
Yeah, they
and
wrong
you're
for
gonna
that.
wave your hand, sir. You're gonna wave your hand, sir, and let me know. Okay,
Are you gonna go or are you gonna go?
I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna need you to get your hands off me.
No, I'm the one that says.
Sir,
You
I'm gonna need you to get your hands off me. I have all rights to say what I want. I pay taxes here. I pay taxes here, sir. I set up a meeting that they did not let me know about.
No, they did
You
not.
don't know what's going on.
The meeting's
So
supposed
you're
to be on the
gonna stop
25th.
telling
All I know
me
is you're
that
gonna
I
leave.
did something. That's fine, and I'm gonna still be back.
Man,
with a
that's some
motherfucking
bullshit,
lawyer.
though, man. That's
With a
weird.
motherfucking lawyer.
That's some bullshit.
There's a whole bunch of things that people want to do in the city. They want to change it. If they want to do, they want to take care of the dogs. They want to open up the, and sell liquor on Main Street. They want to, they have to get a group of people. They have to do the research. They have to pull it together. They present it to him, and he brings it to us. That's the form.
And that's understandable.
And there's Facebook. I mean, they're videotaping it and putting every meeting on Facebook, at least 3 of them now, apparently.
And that does not
And
intimidate me.
it doesn't intimidate me either. I have nothing to hide.
It's just
But they're doing it, so they're being able to face their thing. The thing is the interruptions, the putting down of our police force, the verbiage of saying that we are wanting, that we're not doing our job and that we're rushing things through. This is the way you do it.
No. The comment section, it's already on.
I'm sorry, I'll do it to the chair. chair and we'll answer. Here's your job is to sit there.
No, my job is to keep.
No, your job
Okay,
is to listen to
sir,
what we
come on, let's go. Get it, let's go.
Don't touch me.
Well, then get up,
Don't touch me.
then get up and leave. You're gonna be placed under arrest.
Come on.
You're not gonna disrupt the meeting now. Go.
I was asking him a
Pick
question.
him up and go.
Don't touch me.
Get him. Okay.
Chief, not right now. We haven't quit. We haven't quit. Council hasn't quit talking yet. Let us finish talking. Then I'll talk with you.
All I did is I asked you a specific question. I wasn't speaking.
You're not supposed to, you're
had-
not supposed to ask
All
questions.
you had to do was say no, and I would have been quiet. All
I
this,
did.
all of this could have been avoided.
Okay.
All you had to do was say, no, I'm not,
Not
no,
right now.
yeah. That's all you had to say. All this is exactly what I'm talking about when I come up here and talk about public safety. All this. Not unnecessary.
Now that y'all seen those videos, don't you think it's time to get Monica Gooden out? Don't you think it's time to not allow Phil Haltner to get back in? Don't you think it's time to get Robert Hearns up out of there? I think it is. I'm gonna leave y'all with this here. A closed mouth can't be fed. A silent voice can't be heard. Frederick Douglass said, without a struggle, there can be no progress. Malcolm X said that when the mind is a weapon, you're never unarmed. They told Martin Luther King to cool down because he was protesting against people like Bull Connor that wasn't standing on the law. He said, we done cooled down long enough. If we cool down any longer, we'll be in a deep freeze. What's a deep freeze? You take 2 glasses of water that's full, put one in the freezer and let it freeze up, and you keep the other one sitting out. The one that's in the freezer gonna be at a deep freeze and ain't gonna move. The one that's sitting out is gonna evaporate. I'm gonna leave you with this here. A family that prays together stays together. Peace, peace still. Mississippi County Sheriff. No, that's the Charleston Police Department. I'm hoping, let's see what's going on. Which way are they going here? Going over the bridge. So it must be something happening on the I-57 northbound. They didn't go over the viaduct, which is boomland. Let me ride my bike down and check it out. It's my type of work, y'all. Saving lives.